and they're both off! He's in the wall! Bam! Two teammates hit each other! I don't believe it!
Oh yes, that's a big hit.
Clambering out of his Venturi car. Asking how we are on temperatures. De Grassi's very close now to Antonio Felix da Costa, close enough for a move. Da Costa covers the inside line. Oh, he's going for around the outside. That's never going to work. They're both in the wall. Da Costa off. De Grassi off. Here's a look at the replay, Mark.
Yeah, he's going the long way around, which is always going to be a tough call. Then he's going into a right-hander. He's actually made the move, but at the same time, he hasn't quite given up the fact that Da Costa was letting him going to get away with it.
And off is Bird. Sam Bird, maybe VANDOORNE. Oh, Da Costa's off.
I got taken out. I've just got taken out.
So Bird's out of shape, and then look out, here comes Roland. Bam! Oh yeah, that's broken. That's from where he ploughed a new furrow in Alexander Sims.
Yeah, a race that promised so much for Nissan.
Yeah. But it looks as though Nico Prost may just have enough. He comes through turn 19, one turn to go. Heidfeldt's closing in as they come towards the final corner at turn 20. Is Heidfeldt going to fancy a look into the last corner of the race? Heidfeldt goes to the inside line and they make contact and they're both off. And that's an accident for Nick Heidfeldt. He has gone off the circuit. The two of them come together in the final corner, which means Lucas Di Grassi is going to take victory in the FIA Formula E race here in Beijing. And there is Nick Heidfeldt clambering out of his Venturi car.
That's good to see.
It's fantastic to see Nick Heidfeldt climbing out. Not really the test we wanted, and I think we might have a bit of a conversation here between these two. And Nick Heidfeldt not impressed with that. Heidfeldt goes to the inside, and I mean, that's
swerved at him. Yeah, that's
Stoffel Vandoorne in the HWA.
I just got in the marbles, Jack. Oh yes, that was a big hit.
Both ends, the side, the top, the bottom. Tell you what, Fan Boost is becoming a bit of a jinx. Stoffel Vandoorne wins it every race.
He was narrow, he shallowed up the entry.
Yeah.
He defended on entry.
And to be done around the outside there on a double right-handed hairpin, that would have been disappointing to say the least for Piquet.
And they're very, very close. Turn one again. He's blocking on the inside, Nelson.
Whoa, and Van's going to get him this time. He's got the overlap. He's got the overlap. He's going to force the issue. Piquet's still there. Through. He's going to go Heidfeldt. And Heidfeldt saw that all happen in front of him. Piquet's damaged. Vern's in the barriers. And we are going to have a safety car.
I passed him. He used me to turn. Totally run into me in the middle of the corner. And then didn't leave me any room on the outside. And he had plenty of room on the right. And he just completely pushed me into the wall. So very, very, very unfair driving from him. And now I don't score any points, and I have a wrist that is really painful. So it's who he is. I could clearly see which kind of driver he was today. I know exactly that I passed him, and he used me to break his car and then direct me into the wall. So I looked at the videos at the onboards. And it's very clear, so...
Have you had a chat with him yet? Are you going to speak to him?
I don't want to speak to him. So if he has something to say other than apologies, I will not accept anything. So.
Oh, wow, got airborne. And when you've got airborne like that, you have no brakes, trust me, I know.
Vern came across to cover it.
That's a big hit, a side slap as well, that really can damage the bones in the pelvis. Let's see how late the defence is from John Earl. Look at him looking in his mirror, and he just keeps coming across. And there's the contact. Now, as you pointed out pre-race,
and there's Sims getting hit.
Huge shunt.
But Alex Lynn has gone off at the fastest corner on the circuit at Bound Street. He's in the wall, and that is going to be a safety car.
I mean, that's a huge crash. That sums up the poor guy's season. Oh, what? Just lost the rear. Oh, that was a massive shunt. And he lifted his head forward, which is what you do not want to do in a rear impact.
He's racing those big singles. Whoa. And that is a bit of a confusion under yellow flags. With only 2.5 minutes left to go, Rosenqvist will play no further part in the session, and actually, I think this will be a time for the race director to red flag it, because no one's going to get a lap in. So what happens here? This is Oliver Turvey slowing up heavily. He's not even looked in his mirrors, he's looking around the corner because there's a car stopped in front of him, and Rosenqvist fully committed, fully locked up, nowhere to go.
Yeah, just caught him out there. Yeah, you saw Oliver slow down for the yellow, and he was just carrying too much speed and nowhere to go. Tried to go left.
Why was there a yellow there? So Felix is sitting there going, oh, come on, really? What happened there?
Oh, in the wall.
Back wheels off the ground.
We've got two. We've got Lynn, and we've got Bird taking evasive action. It's Lynn and Mortara. Here's another look at it. So this is Alex Lynn. In he goes.
Come out of the race. Mortara just smashed into me.
Now, what's Buemi up to? Personal bests in the first two sectors, but about 3/10 down in total on his teammates, and he's in the wall! Sebastian Buemi, championship leader, out of the second free practice session. That's a big one for Buemi, coming through the bus stop chicane.
Hurt his hands. Has he bashed his head? Has he got... I mean, that's
a little bit of a flame from the brakes. And the red flag, understandably, is deployed, so that is effectively going to be the end of this second free practice session. We're not going to get this tidied up in 8 minutes. Buemi jumping out of the car reasonably happily.
He hit that first apex, the left-hander. You'll see it here. Look, he hits that,
right,
knocks it off and straight in that Tech Pro barrier. Thank God it was there.
Very similar to his accident when he was leading the race in Buenos Aires in season 1,
but bigger.
Down towards turn 8. Everyone just getting a little bit spread out on the penultimate lap. Whoa, that's not true. Bam! De Grassi sent spinning. Freins was hit into him by Buemi.
Man, what the f was that?
That was Buemi, mate.
Yeah,
that was Buemi. A ridiculous move.
Here, listen, there's a drive shaft failure, it sounds like, on Lucas de Grassi's car, because the left rear is disconnected from the rest of the car.
De Grassi's not going anywhere. Freins has been shunted down the order. Buemi surely will end up with some kind of penalty from that, from what we saw.
Well, Freins was defending so aggressively, and Lucas de Grassi was absolutely the innocent bystander.
Pressure, here comes Heidfeld, not close enough into 6 to get the move into the stadium section.
Bit of a naughty little weave there to keep him back.
And here comes Nico Prost, he hits him, round goes Heidfeld, pirouetting in the stadium, and then a shunt, and the two teammates hit each other. Mitch Evans is caught up in all of that as well. They all get going, that's going to be a safety car, and that could clinch the race for Lucas de Grassi.
Yeah, he just clipped him. You see him there for head, 2 cars. Just clipped him, spun.
These guys have got nowhere to go, and there's the result. So yeah, Nico Prost did cause that collision. It wasn't malicious, I don't think, but and then you see the two Mahindras hit each other. Oh, I tell you what, Jaguar finished 84, and he was and he was sideways there. That was that Mitch? Oh, good job, Mitch.
Jean-Eric Vergne! There's chaos at turn 1, and Jean-Eric Vergne will not score any points. Diaz Techeetah can't believe what they're seeing. Formula E can't believe what it's seeing.
Completely closed on me on the outside, and I had no grip.
Let's see what happened.
So Vergne goes for it on Massa. He's up alongside. Well, he's wheel to wheel, they bang.
Oh, and then they...
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. This is the next bit. The critical bit is where that orange part of the wall is.
Oh, Felipe.
Oh, Felipe, what are you doing?
Felipe, baby. Oh!
Felipe was lucky. Thank goodness for the halo.
And D'Ambrosio just powered on through.
I mean, it was an aggressive move from Vernon to turn 1, but then Felipe Massa just drove him into the wall in 2.